For those of you who have been dying to boot up Windows on your new M1 Pro, M1 Max MacBook Pro, or really any Apple Silicon machine for that matter, well, you're going to have to be patient for a little bit longer because it appears we have more insight into why that's actually not happening right now. Of course, there are ways to run Windows 11, most popular option being through Parallels application. But if you're looking to actually run it natively and boot into Windows via Boot Camp like we used to be able to do on Intel machines, well, it appears Qualcomm seems to be the reason behind why you can't do that quite yet. According to XDA developers, ARM-based Windows has only been made available on devices with Qualcomm's SoCs because of a previously unknown exclusivity deal between the two companies. Two people familiar with the deal told XDA that the deal is set to expire soon, but there's really no specific word on exactly when it's going to expire. When the agreement between Microsoft and Qualcomm does conclude, it will allow other chip vendors to create machines using ARM Windows, and it may perhaps free up Microsoft to make ARM Windows available on Apple Silicon Macs. Now, Windows 11 was released relatively recently, and it offers a slightly new look and feel to it with some new features, and a lot of users, especially in specific work environments, who might need to access Windows for very specific work applications, and it just won't cut running it in a virtual environment and want to boot Windows natively, well, they've been personally asking me a lot of questions on when Windows was going to be offered via Boot Camp because their companies are holding off upgrading to M1 machines. And well, before I didn't have any specific information on what was going on, but now we have a little bit more clarity. In September, Microsoft said that an ARM version of Windows 11 for Apple Silicon Macs through virtualization or otherwise is not a supported scenario, so there's still a chance that it might not actually happen in general, but I find that hard to believe after this deal expires. Apple Silicon Mac owners who need Windows access again can use Parallels 16.5 or later to run insider preview builds of Windows 10 and 11 that have been created for ARM hardware, but there are often issues that you're going to have to deal with. Parallels continues to be really the only solution because Microsoft has made no licensed retail version of ARM Windows available for Apple Silicon Macs. Now, I actually tested Parallels last year with Windows 10 on an M1 MacBook Pro, and it was kind of a rough experience when using those preview builds. And I can't imagine that's a sustainable thing for daily, work tasks and users who want to use that on a daily basis. So you're still just gonna have to hold out hope for Boot Camp and a ARM version of Windows being available for Boot Camp soon. Of course, I'd love to know your thoughts on all of this in the comments down below. Do you use Windows on your Mac? What do you use it for? I've always been interested in, is it a work thing, gaming thing? Go ahead and let me know in those comments down below. This has been Dan with Mac Rumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.